Well, I missed a day, almost missed today too. Today has been a busy day. Got my ramp built. I was going to show you, but it's got dark on me before I got a chance to show you. So maybe tomorrow I can do a garden update and show you the new ramp. They did a great job on my ramp today. They made it, it's 5 foot wide. There's a short, I forget what they call it. It goes down to like a deck and then it comes off again to the ground, so it's not just straight down, so it won't be steep. And it's 5 foot wide, so there'll be plenty of room if we need one, heaven forbid, that a stretcher can be brought up with ease. It's plenty wide enough for a motorized wheelchair. It will, and it's so much easier to get up and down that ramp than it is to go up and down those steps. A little longer to walk, but like I say, it's a whole lot easier. I got to get some more gravel and put in front of the car, between the ramp and the car, and in that spot over by the pole where I want people to be able to park when they come to visit. And maybe even Dean can start parking there, and he won't be back pulled in behind me where it's hard for me to get in and out of the driveway. But he went to the flea market today, and I stayed at home and watched them build the ramp part of the time, and part of the time I dozed in here and watched some TV, but not much. And by the way, I got my stuff yesterday to work on the lamps, and I was going to do that today, but I didn't get a chance to get started on them. So hopefully, maybe tomorrow I can do that. I hope I got everything. I tried to remember what all I would need, and then I had to have some extra stuff for these lamps because they're made different than the ones that I've already made before. And I know when I start making them, if there's any electricians out there that are watching, they're going to kind of draw up, and it's going to grate on their nerves with things that I'm doing, which is probably not the electrical way, but it works for me. And like I said the other day, the lights don't stay on 24 hours a day. The lamps that I'm using are candle lamps, but the bulbs are small bulbs, so they don't get that hot. And matter of fact, I could probably go over there. Those lamps have been on for several hours now, and I could probably go over there and fill up them, and they won't be hot. Of course, the new lamps are a little skinnier and longer than these that are up, that I have up now. But hopefully I'll be able to get started on them tomorrow after church. We are going to go to church in the morning, and we've not been having church at night. I don't know if they're going to change that or not, but if not, I'll start on when I come home. The dog about turned the camera over. So since y'all toppling down, but I'm using my tripod. I finally got it to go up high enough that I can look at the camera and not look down, or prop it up on the couch where it's kind of wiggling anyway. And but it's a long skinny tripod for a GoPro, and it's not very stable. And so the dog barely bumped it. Lily Poo bumped it, and so it almost turned over. But yeah, tomorrow I'm going to try to do an update on the garden, maybe early in the morning. I will do that while everybody, because I'm still not brave enough to get out and talk to a camera in front of people. So I don't want them thinking I'm going crazy. So I will probably get out early in the morning around daylight, and show you the gardens and show you the ramp. And we haven't cleaned up the mess around the ramp yet. We had a bush that we had to get planted, and that's about all we got done today. Like I say, Dean spent the day at the flea market, and he was wore out when he got home anyway. And And I've hurt my finger. When we were doing the garden, I was drilling the holes in the buckets and stuff. The bit fell out of the drill, and I was trying to tighten the drill thing, and it caught the edge of my finger and ripped it loose from the fingernail. So today it was all swelled up, and it throbbed all night long like a toothache. I couldn't hardly rest. It's got fever in it. And so this afternoon I couldn't handle the pressure any longer, so I took a knife, and I know this is going to sound gross, so close your ears if you have a weak stomach. I poked around underneath the edge of the fingernail, and it was full of infection. So I drained it as much as possible till it bled. It's still sore, and it's still warm to the touch, but it don't. And it's still swelled. Yeah, look at the difference. The one on this side over here is swelled. See how much bigger it is than the other one. Those are my index fingers, by the way. And yeah. I was prayed for the finger today, so if it's not better by Monday, I got to go to the doctor and let them check it out, because I've got to have my trisabri on the 1st of the month, and if I've got infection, I don't need to take the trisabri, and because you shouldn't have infection, because it can go to your brain and kill you. And so I gotta be checked Monday to make sure I don't have infection in it. And hopefully by Monday, though, it'll be better. And since I was prayed for today, and like I say, it's not as bad as it was since I let the pressure off from it. And so that's about it for today. Sorry, like I said, I'm sorry I missed yesterday. There wasn't much that happened yesterday. So I didn't do much yesterday. And one of these days I'm gonna start catching that cat. I think I think she's pretty entertaining myself. She's aggravating, and always into something, always. But she blares her eyes. I can always tell when she's fixing to do something she shouldn't do, because her eyes get really huge. And so she's got something on her mind when they get like that. And so she's running around now. She got a running spell. But anyway, I'm going to close out now. I'm not for sure how long I've been talking. About 8 minutes now, going on 9. So just remember that God is with you every day that ends in Y, and that sleep peacefully, because God is watching. He never sleeps. He loves you, and I love you. And I want to thank you all again for your prayers, for your support. Share these videos and ask people to subscribe. I now have 20 subscribers. This is my 19th video, and I have 20 subscribers. And y'all are watching the with you following along with my journey, you can see the effects the MS has on me. Like I had just got through saying 20 subscribers and 19 videos, and then I almost said 17 subscribers. So sometimes my brain works in a different direction than I want it to go. Good night. Sleep peacefully. God is watching. Remember that God is with you every day that ends in Y. Love you, Morgan. And we will talk to y'all tomorrow. Good night.